I thought this was from Oregon. I don't know. I'm actually looking forward to seeing what the case is. I'm Matthew Horkey. For the last 7 years, I've traveled around the world tasting thousands of wines annually in search of the most unique, exciting, and expensive bottles on the planet. Chardonnay is one of the most popular varieties in the world, and it's a very commonly planted grape in America. While Burgundy is really the benchmark when it comes to Chardonnay, there are some fantastic Chardonnays in America. Today, I'm going to have a little face-off. We're going to pit a Chardonnay from Napa Valley, California versus a Chardonnay from Oregon. And this isn't an apples to apples comparison. These are different vintages. The Smith-Madrone is 2018, while the Cristom Chardonnay is 2020. But hey, I thought I'd just have a little bit of fun. There are about 90,000 acres of Chardonnay planted in California, so we're talking about 36,000 hectares if my math goes right, and about only 2,500 acres in Oregon. That's about 1,000 hectares. It's the third most commonly planted grape behind Pinot Noir and Pinot Gris. Chardonnay in Napa really left its mark when in 1973 Chateau Montelena won a blind tasting against top white Burgundies in the 1976 Judgment of Paris that's depicted in the film Bottle Shock.
Because you think I'm an ass, and I'm not really. I'm just British, and, well, you're not.
I actually don't really love Chardonnay from Napa. This is one producer, Smith-Madrone, that I actually do like. They're from the Spring Mountain District, which is a little bit higher. It's mountain fruit. The wines generally tend not to be as big, fat, opulent. That's why I like them a little bit more. While Cristom is one of my favorite producers in Oregon of Pinot Noir. I've never tasted their Chardonnay before, so I'm looking forward to tasting this. A lot of people think they have a general idea what Chardonnay tastes like, but actually it's a pretty neutral grape. It really comes down to where it's grown, if it's a cooler climate, if it's a warmer climate, and winemaking choices. That really determines a lot of the flavor. So I know it's not always fair to compare Chardonnays in the New World especially, even between regions, because producer styles could be totally different. I wanted to start this series called Face Off, where I just pit one wine against the other. I thought it was a way to get some great content out to you, show you some nice wines. Plus, this channel depends a lot on samples or wines from my own cellar. Sometimes it can be really difficult to organize sample schedules. Like right now, I'm working on a California Cabernet versus Grand Cru Bordeaux blind tasting video for you, but I've been waiting a couple months still for one more Bordeaux that's finally in the mail. I made a little poll to see if this face-off series should be blind or not blind, and many of you, over 80%, responded and said it should be a blind tasting. You know, at first I thought doing a blind tasting was maybe a little bit pointless because it's only two wines, I know what they are. I changed my mind a little bit when Nick left a comment and he said, you know what, show the wines at first, then taste them blind so we can guess along with you and maybe we can laugh at you a little bit. Or watch me suffer, or watch and see if I get it wrong. By the way, in this tasting, I'm using these Rovsya glasses. I found these on Amazon. They're white Burgundy, red Burgundy glasses. These are the best inexpensive wine glasses I've ever used. I'll put a link in the description box. Anytime you purchase that, it helps the channel out immensely. Okay, let's pack these up so I can taste them blind. Okay, I packed these up. I had somebody mix up the order, so I don't know which one is which. Let's see if you can guess along with me which one is from Oregon and which one is actually from California. And I know it's not the same vintage, so before I get 1,000 comments of people complaining, this is supposed to be fun. Wine is supposed to be fun, guys, okay? Chill. Let's go here. Which one should I start out with? I'll start out with the one on the right, since I'm right-handed. Both of these are barrel-fermented Chardonnays. So I'm expecting to see some wood, hopefully not too much. This one on the right, the wood integration is perfect, perfect, perfect. Get a lot of yellow peach, a little bit of melon, some ripe pineapple, just that hint of wood, yogurt. It's so funny because I don't really like a lot of oak and red wines, but for some reason, I like barrel fermented kind of oaky whites. Explosive nose, super ripe. I wonder if this is California. Full body. You know, I think the acid is really high. It's got this kind of saltiness. At first I thought on the nose that this might be California, but now the finish, because it's coming salty and there's a lot of acid and the fruit dissipates, it becomes more of a soily tasting wine, that maybe it's Oregon. I don't know. Let's see here. Let's hear the one on the left. It's a lot different here. So the one on the right is more yellow fruit, more pineapple, more yellow peach, more melon. This is more just lemon, more lemon, citrus fruit, white berry. So this automatically makes me think, okay, this could be Oregon, could be a little bit of a cooler climate, but I'm not sure so far. just lemon zest, lemon peel, citrus lime, a little bit of white peach. I actually might think that this is, somebody gave me this blind, I might not call a Chardonnay. I might call it like a Chenin Blanc, or maybe some like Italian white grape like Verdicchio. Tons of lemon flavor. Citrus just shoots right down the palate. I don't know which one has a longer finish. These are both excellent wines, by the way, and two very different styles. I guess, you know, when it comes to YouTube, you are at mercy of the audience, of you, because you're going to be watching, you're going to be clicking, and I guess you're right. You wanted me to do it blind? I guess you were right. More flinty, kind of more matchsticky, more wood, riper. I would say that this is California. Again, you know, I'm not, that's what I would say. I would say this is California, this is Oregon. Which one do I prefer? This is hard, because both wines are very good. I'm going to have to say, for right now, this moment, I'm shooting this, it's the middle of summer, I might now go for something like this because it's a little bit zestier. But when it starts to cool down outside, I think I might go for something like this. Both wines are outstanding, and I'm looking forward to the reveal. Which one do you think is California? Which one do you think is Oregon? Let's start with the one on the left. I thought this was from Oregon. I don't know. I'm actually looking forward to seeing what the case is. Let's see. I think this is Oregon. Let's give this a go. It is Oregon. This is Cristom. This is the Chardonnay. Only 80 barrels produced. 2020. I'm surprised that this is a barrel fermented Chardonnay because I pick up like no wood on it whatsoever. And I was right, this is California. This is the Smith-Madrone 2018 Chardonnay from Spring Mountain. Gosh, this shows the diversity of Chardonnay. More cooler white fruits, more yellow fruits, a little bit more acid, a little bit more opulent, but not too much. I guess that's the fun in blind tasting. Cool to finally see the reveal. If you want more Chardonnay, I did a big, huge blind tasting video with 9 or 10 Chardonnays. I'll drop that in the link in the description box. Tell me, what's your favorite region for Chardonnay outside Burgundy? I'd love to hear in the comments below. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you soon.